Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are staying home and staying safe. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. By staying home, you are getting bored and panicked. But don't get bored because we all the teacher of Milestone KG Preparatory School have arranged online video classes for you. So let's start today's class.
So students, we are going to start the class now. I, Maliha Salsabin, Senior Teacher of Sector 14, is going to conduct your Bangladesh and Global Studies class today. Today's classwork number is 19. We will do broad question answers and short question answers from chapter 10, Geography of Asia. So, in your previous classes, you have learned the chapter thoroughly, isn't it? And you have learned the sample short question answers related to the chapter. So, I think you have got those things clearly and it will be easy for your learning broad question answers and short question answers. The very first question of the chapter is Asia, the biggest continent in the world. Why? So, students, what is continent? As you have learned the chapter, I think you know what is continent. Yes, students, you are right. You know, millions and millions years ago, there was only huge landmass with water that would look like a very, very huge island. But when due to time passes, due to some natural reasons, this landmass was broken into pieces. These broken pieces are known as continent. Okay, students. So see, in this there are 7 continents in the world. Among them, Asia is known as the largest continent. Why? Because it is having the 60% world's population. That means among the 7 continents, this one continent is having more than half of the world's population, and rest 6 continents is having 40% of the world's population. Can you imagine it? So see, again, if we divide the world into 3 parts, then it is 1 part of the world. It is having 48 countries of Asia. So how you will write the answer of this question? For writing the answer, you have to take some important information about Asia. Through that important information, you will write the answers properly. Okay, so let's see. Asia is the world's largest continent. It covers almost a third of the Earth's surface. It is also the largest in size of population. About 60% of the world population lives in Asia. There are 48 countries in Asia. The longest river, Yangtze, also located in Asia. Asia is the largest producer of rice and wheat. So see, Yangtze is the longest river that is also situated in Asia. And because Yangtze is mainly situated in China, and China is an Asian country, that's why we are telling that Yangtze is located in Asia. Asia is the largest producer of rice and wheat. Again, who is the highest producer of rice and wheat, you know? Yes, China. China is producing highest amount of rice and wheat. Every countries of Asia is producing rice and wheat, but China is producing more. This continent has enormous reserve of minerals. It is quite developed in industry also because it is manufacturing many products, industrial products, and it is also exporting this outside of the country. So that is why we can tell that for the above, Asia is the largest continent of the world. So I think you are clear about the answer, and if you write the answer in this way, you will get a very good number. So the next question is, how would you describe the climate of Asia? So you know, Asia is known as weather average for a long period of time. Many type of climate is seen in Asia. Sometimes the climate is varying. Okay, so different parties having different type of climate in different time. we will write the answer. How? Let's see. Asia is the world's largest continent. It covers almost a third of Earth's surface. So the climate varies across Asia, such as. This is the introductory part of the answer. Now we are going to the main part of the answer. Okay. The hottest part is the desert in the center of Asia. So students, you know what is desert? It is the hottest part. Okay. So why it is called the hottest part? Because in desert there is lack of water. So when sun rises on the ground, all the absorbed sunlight goes into the rising ground temperature. That is why desert is the hottest hottest part of the Asia. The coldest part is Siberia, which has very heavy snowfall. Okay, why it is heavy? Because Siberia is bordered with huge mountainous region to its south, so it prevents the warm air from traveling north in the winter. So that's why it is the coldest part. The driest part have rain in winter but none in summer. So you know which countries are going in this criteria? Yes, students, that is Iran, Iraq and Jordan. Israel and also Israel. These are the driest part. They're having rain in winter and also in summer. The wettest part have high rainfall and high temperature all the year. Okay, why? In the which countries are going in this criteria? That is Indonesia and Malaysia. So why Indonesia and Malaysia is the wettest part, and why they are having high rainfall and high temperature? Because these countries are very close to the equator, where heat of the sun is felt whole year round. That's why we can say that they are having very high rainfall and high temperature all round the year. Now, write about the industry of Asia. As we have said that the industry of Asia is very rich. It is manufacturing different type of products, and those they are exporting to other countries also. What is manufacturing, students? Why you are not asking me? Yes, manufacturing means whenever we are making anything in large scale, and those things are made by machineries, not by hand. Those are made by machineries. That is manufacturing. Okay. So the Asia is manufacturing more products. Okay. Which countries are mainly in these? They are more developed in industrial plant. They are Japan, South Korea, China, India, Malaysia, and Thailand. So how you will write the answer? See, students, Asia is quite developed in industry. There are many industrial plants in Japan, South Korea, China, India, Malaysia, and Thailand. So students, you may ask me, what is industrial plant? Industrial plant means any plant, mill or factory that those are engaged in the business of producing or making the industrial products. So Asia is famous for toy industry. Iron and steel industry is also very rich in Asia. Cotton, paper and jute are the major industries of Asia. Many industrial products are exported in other countries from Asia. Why we are exporting? To get a very high price value after meeting the continent's demand. We are exporting those products, selling those products outside the continent, so we can earn a huge foreign currency that would help us to develop more. That's why we are exporting the industrial product outside the continent. So we can say Asia is one of the world's leading manufacturing region. Students, are you clear about the answer? Yes, thank you. So see, the next question is write about the crops of Asia. Asia is a huge continent. Different types of crops are produced here. There are mainly two types of crops produced in Asia. What are they? Grain crops and cash crops. So we know what is grain crop and what is cash crop as we have learned the chapter. Yes, we know what is grain crop. Grain means usually food and crops means a cultivated part, okay, that is grown in large scale. So grain crop is the chief crop of Asia are what you know, rice, wheat, corn, coconut, spices, etc. Okay. So, Asia is the largest producer of rice and wheat in the world. As who is the largest producer or producing country of rice and wheat? Yes, China. And as it is an Asian country, so Asia is the largest producer of rice and wheat in the world, and they grow in most part of the continent. What is cash crops? The crops that are made from agricultural crops, and when they are grown, they are sold for profit. Okay, so cash crops are grown for export mainly. The chief cash crop of Asia are jute, cotton, rubber, tea, coffee, sugarcane, and silk are grown plenty in Asia. These all things are going plenty in Asia. That means almost all the 48 countries of Asia are producing these products and more products. But who is the largest producing country of jute, students? Yes, again it is China. So students, now we will move to short question answers. The first short question is name two countries in Asia other than Bangladesh. So students, we have learned earlier other than Bangladesh. There are how many countries? Total there are 48 countries in Asia. But other than Bangladesh, there are 47 countries. So you can pick up any two names from that 47 countries. So I have taken India and China. So the answer I have written it in this way. Two countries in Asia other than Bangladesh are India and China. Name two oceans which are surrounded of Asia. Two oceans around Asia is Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. What are Asia's two main cash crops? So I said earlier, the main two cash crops are, yes, rice and wheat. Asia is mostly dependent on rice and wheat. Almost each and every countries of these continents are producing these two crops, but China is the highest producer of rice and wheat. So the answer will be written in this way. Rice and wheat are Asia's two main crops. Name two Asian animals. There are many types of animals, many animal diversity in Asia. So two Asian animals are tiger and deer. Write the name of the longest river of Asia and where it is situated. Yangtze Kiang, that means Yangtze, is the longest river in Asia. It is situated in China. You know, students, Yangtze Kiang is the longest river in Asia, but it is the third longest river in whole world. That means there are more two rivers that are more larger than Yangtze, which are in other continents. But Yangtze is the longest river in Asia. The last short question is, what is KAFCO? Where it is situated? So, what is the full form of KAFCO? KAFCO is Cornofully Fertilizer Company Limited. It is 100% joint venture company situated in Bangladesh. So students, KAFCO is a joint venture company and its head office is in Bangladesh, Dhaka. What it is mainly producing? It is mainly producing chemicals, that is ammonia, urea, okay, and it is having joint venture, that is shareholders with other countries also, that is with Bangladesh, Japan, Denmark and Netherlands. So these countries are jointly running this this organization, this company, and the government and private sectors are also supporting this company. Okay, so I think you are clear about the short. Now, students, we will do a short review on what we have learned today. So, today we have learned about Asia. It is the biggest continent of the world. Okay, it is containing a huge population. It covers almost a third of the Earth's population, and 60% of the world population is living in Asia. There are 48 countries in Asia. Yangtze is also located in Asia, and it is the largest producer of rice and wheat, and Asia is also rich in industry, so it is said as the largest continent of the world. We have learned about the climate of Asia. Asia is the world's largest continent, and in different places it is having different climate. That is, hottest part is the desert, coldest part is in Siberia, and the driest part is in Iraq, Iran, Jordan and Israel, and the wettest part is in Indonesia and in Malaysia. What is about the industry of Asia? Asia is quite developed in industry. Main industry plants in Japan, South Korea, China, India, Malaysia and Thailand. And it is famous for toy industry, and the main industries of Asia are cotton, paper and jute. So it is said as the world's leading manufacturing region. So we will know about the crops of Asia. There are mainly two types of crop in Asia, that is cash crop and grain crops. What is grain crops that are available in Asia? That is rice, wheat, corn, coconut, spices. And wheat and rice are the main crops. And what are the cash crops that are mainly available in Asia? Jute, cotton, rubber, tea, coffee, sugarcane, and silk. Then we have learned short question answers. So we have learned that there are two countries in Asia. There are 48 countries actually, but the question was name two countries in Asia other than Bangladesh. I have said India and China. Name two oceans which are surrounded of Asia. I have written Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Actually, there are four oceans in the world. Okay, among them, these two oceans are surrounded of Asia. Then the name of main two crops are rice and wheat. Name of two Asian animals are tiger and deer. Name of the longest river in Asia is Yangtze, that is situated in China, and this is the world's third largest river, and in Asia it is the longest river. What is KAFCO? The full form is Cornufuli Fertilizer Company Limited. So students, we have done the review. Now it is time to take your homework. What is your homework? Your homework is you have to learn and write for question number 3 from this chapter. Students, this is a very important chapter. If you learn this chapter properly from this class, then it will be better for your future, because in future in your further classes you will get more knowledge about the continents, and their knowledge will be vast. So if you learn from now onwards, and if you have interest to learn about the continents from now, then it will be better for you. So don't waste your time and do your studies properly. Thank you.